Yeah, that's funny. Wow. So what I just said was my feelings like Tuesday. This is I'll think about it. But anyways, welcome to the show. Tonight we're talking women. So yesterday, um, there to be part and there, I don't want to share. My daughter was not feeling well the entire week, and we have been in and out of the ER all week. But it's going to be maybe still as a cancer. Prayers does work. I mean, I remember when I got called that she was um like freaked out, maybe freaked out, really knew about anything else. I think it was around in the and just was like, so she was also exposed somebody to check you. But anyways, she ended up having another episode there. And they freaked out. They were like, oh, she was and I went to come on, regardless. We went to the triage room, assessment, assessment, check. They were checking if she's having a possible seizure, which is kind of like a seizure. It's like, well, not this week. So apparently, it's the fever that my kids have. They are really very hot fever, and the brain cannot like compensate for that. Like the brain cannot handle such temperature, so they fall to seizure. And it's new. That has never happened to her before. So it's like that was news to me. But now I am fully aware. Trust me, I can do what happened, and it's not something she's gonna live with. So it's only happening when she's having a very hot fever, which we have to monitor the temperature. So that was my week. So yesterday I was definitely not into it. And she mm, didn't want to come on the show because she was so, so it's either like so, but yeah, she's doing much better. Prayer definitely worked and it saved lives. So if you're someone who don't believe in that, I don't know. I don't know. Me don't understand. Okay? If you don't, if you don't, I know. Like, how can you live your life? I don't believe in something. So just fall. So for guys, just wanted to share. She's she lost so much money. She's so, let's jump into so tonight. Last night, it was me versus Pro and um, other Jordana. I don't think Sam. I think a lot of people go through it and they don't go through it. And I'll be honest with you, I was in the process of pursuing a lawsuit, but, but uh, setting it. But tonight, I hope we can kind of conversation and reverse us for two questions that was interesting. And I definitely agree with some of the things he said that if you had a business and your business sole purpose was to have you know the most beautiful and represent the face of your business, if that's how you make money. And then all of a sudden, like Victoria's Secret models just hire a woman to do a piece of job, and they know the scope of their work revolves. Um, the funny thing is, it's against the law for you to actually discriminate against people. It happens today. It's happening a lot. But I will tell you, I had a job while I was pregnant, and it was within the same industry. So that didn't really like do much to me. But there are people who don't have the opportunity or the network system that I have, and I was able to get help to find something to actually get that. Even better, me, I was doing it from home until our sons were like 2 years old. But a lot of women do not go, do not have the opportunity to actually experience things I did. I did. I spoke to a colleague of mine, and when you're chit chatting, a lot of stuff comes out, especially as you guys. I'm gonna pin the link in the comment section. Whenever you're ready, you can just click on it and join me and introduce yourself a little bit. or if you have something to add to the topic tonight, just let me know. Do that. Uh, but yeah, there are women who go through a lot in society and never says it. Another part of society that I think women go through specifically, there are groups of women that go through a lot in society that don't have equal opportunity as other women. But you guys, I'm so tired. I'm sleepy. And I gotta wake up so early. So let's do this. Just so I'm fresh. I'm so tired. Um, I need to 12, 12, 12. America know how to use you. Somebody else coming. I'm so tired. Yeah, if I don't say it for working. I know. I'm trying to look for you, you guys. You're gonna hear between yarning all day. The like, yeah. Hmm?
My background is bad tonight, so I might not be through on the camera.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen.
my background is bad. You will not be able to see me.
Okay. All the
So
panelists are
I'll let ninja tonight.
men in black in the dark.
Yeah.
No worries. We can probably do a little short show. I'm really exhausted. Mm. Ooh, careful what you ask for, right? I'm sleepy. All right. Well, welcome to the show, you guys. Our co-host is
Go hold it behind camera.
on the camera tonight. Sorry, guys. But we hear his voice. You guys know what he looks like. He's a very handsome man.
When you're talking that on your own. Mm.
This one's a- He's a very, very handsome man. But he's taking, please, don't ask questions. Don't ask any question.
It's fully taken, yeah.
All they're taking. Anybody try fire, please. The way the women are hungry out here these days. Jesus. They are hungry. It's funny, I went somewhere, I saw this lady. She's like, oh my gosh, I love black men. And I'm just looking at her like, okay. Oh, the hospital, you just see a lot of things. Jesus. Yeah. But yeah, welcome to the show. We're gonna do it.
So where are the others? They killing the momentum of the show. You see, the thing here is when people are getting glued to the program and trying to follow other people, some for me, some people may not, just want to see me on the show. Some people say, "Oh, when I see Andrew on that show, I will not go there because I share my platform, and you see
Yeah.
people following." So the more they come on the show and they share on that on the platform too, yeah, others will be able to follow. But someone will say, "Oh, my man Jimmy is not on, the other person is not on, so I don't think I have interest in the show." I mean, so we need to encourage them. If they have issues, let's try let all work on the time and see. But you cannot be, a panelist on a major, program like this that we're trying to develop. That's how the other network that came out today. They became, a household name in the world. You know, because of the people to get it. So if you come like Joemba, almost 2 months, we haven't seen him. So if we decide to commit ourselves to it, we should commit ourselves to it and say, oh, we'll be here at so time, you know. Yeah, but we cannot restart the show and then at the end of the day, nobody wants to come on because everybody is busy and all the kind of stuff. We started the thing with a momentum, and momentum is dying.
It's not dying. It's okay. So that's why I told you guys I don't want to like force people on here. I want people
I
to
agree.
want
I'm not
to be.
disputing that. I mean, I think you get a point though.
Yeah, that's why I want people to actually want to be on it and come on it. But then again, it's a busy, busy time of the year, I guess. I'm very understanding. But I think where people have to communicate, that's where I'm a little bit. I was actually, I don't know if I should do it. I was actually going to regroup and check in the group because I think there's someone in there that has never, ever, ever been on here. So I need to take them out of the group. Um,
Really?
yes. They've been, when I used to go live by myself, they were on here. But when you guys all joined and we created a group chat, they haven't been on the show. And I don't want to ask anybody. I want people to want to be on it because they see something into it. And don't see it just respectfully like remove yourself. That's it. Just I'm committed to this. I don't start stuff I don't finish. Even though my schedule gets really hectic, but I don't like to start stuff I don't finish. I want to see the end of it. There was a reason why I started it. So I want to see where it goes. And I just think I don't have a problem with people not coming on. I just don't like the fact that they're not communicating. But,
That's why I may not be here long because I don't know. I have an 8 o'clock appointment tomorrow.
right. Yeah. So we can just do a quick show, maybe like 45 minutes. I know we said that yesterday, but then we we went so far into it.
Yeah, sometimes the topic it drive off far, but we need to be still with our time.
Yeah. All right. So I mean we're just expanding on what we started yesterday. Let's see. Women's role in society and their family. Should we recap a little bit?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Let's recap. So most 10 o'clock we can leave from here.
Yes. So
Anybody who come late to that the business will not continue.
no, the show's gonna end at 10 o'clock. You and I have to end it at 10 o'clock. That's it. But I think what I want to do is, if you are going to be late in the middle of the show, then you shouldn't join. You should just watch the audience. Unless you're coming in for just 2 minutes and just to give your input on that, and that's it. Then you
Come again?
I said what I want to do is if people are late and we're in the middle of the topic, they can just watch from the comment section, and then if they want to add something, they can come on, but then jump right off.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
like,
Sure.
but that's what I want to have a little structure with this, because now I have time. Now I'm going to be like Tuesday. I want to add Tuesday to this thing, um, but we'll do that later, anyways. Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's days off. So I can do something with those days and have an early show. But I know you're at work at that time. But if I have which I'm working on something behind the scene to get somebody to interview. So once I get that. green light, I'll let you know early. And you can take it from there. But anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Let's Talk with Steve. My name is Felicia. Our co-host is on the show tonight, but he's having a little issue with the camera, so he will not be seeing him. You hear his audio. All right. So tonight we're talking about, as you all know, March is the Women's Month, and to honor all the beautiful, smart women, intelligent women that have contributed to society, we want to kind of like educate the general public. Maybe people are not sure what roles are. Maybe their roles just children to the home and things like that. Like women are doing a lot more than that. And women have superpower, in my opinion. Like they can go to work, come home, and handle the home. And you see it and you're like, wow. And she wakes up early again, do it all over. So kudos to all the beautiful, strong women out there that have some really good supporting men that actually believes in her. So yesterday, I believe Riverside Pro asked us some questions about I think we stopped on women being marginalized in the workforce, right? Okay. You there? Hello?
I'm here. I'm listening.
I was just wanting to make sure I was saying we stopped on where women were being marginalized, right? The workforce and not getting equal opportunity.
Wow, you coming in? You coming in broken? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, really? How about now? You can hear me now?
I'm hearing you, but you're coming in very, very much broken. I don't know from my end or you. I don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes your voice pitch drops, and then sometimes it rises. So like, is that microphone connected to a device?
Yeah, it's connected to this device that I'm saying from.
Which one is that? A
But
phone or audio mix or something?
no, I haven't started using the audio, but it's not connected to anything. It's connected to the actual tablet.
Yeah, you're coming in very, very much broken. I don't know.
Someone else is watching. Can you tell me if you can hear me? We want to see if it's from your phone.
Hmm?
Yeah. That's if you can hear me, can you type in the comment section, please? Whoever is watching, someone else is watching. Please type in the comment section if my audio is correct. Figure something out. Please help us out. I can't get out, right? Let's get out.
You want me to go out so you can go out and come back in?
Yeah, try that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my nose. Oh, let's see. Want to come back in? Let's try it again. Let's just fix something. Whoever is watching, can you guys hear me? Hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Is it still doing it?
Much better also.
Okay. All right, guys. It looks like this week is just not the week, but we're gonna pull through. We're gonna pull through. Okay. So tonight we're talking about women's uh role in society. I'm gonna let you take it
You're gonna let me pick it up.
on. Yeah, let me let you start because I'm gonna share the show to all these groups.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching tonight. You've joined us on the program Let's Talk with Mix V. And tonight we're looking at the topic. March is the month of for women. That's the month they celebrate International Women's Day. And so the actual celebration has passed, but we here on the show, excuse me, we here on the show have decided to bring out some topic, this topic to be able to discuss roles of women in the society and family as the world commemorate, International Women Month. And so March of every year, especially March 8th of every year, women from all across the world, they gather maybe at the UN headquarters in New York or depending the location or the venue. But normally it's been sponsored by the UN Women in the world, the UN Women. So with other women organization in the world, they talk about the women contribution in the society, what contribution they've made in the society already, and what contribution they continue to make, or what are their roles, what are some of the trending things that are affecting women, what are those things that are affecting women, in a society. They don't just want to discuss, the successes and failures of women, but they also discuss issues that affect, or affect women in a society. For instance, they talk about gender-based violence, they talk about rape, they talk about uh, sexual exploitation and abuse. They talk about human trafficking in person. So the females, most of them are the victims of trafficking in person. So there are a lot of things that affect women in the world, women and girls in the world. And so this is why the people they come together every time to talk and discuss issues, that affect women in our society. So coming on here tonight, we want to be looking at the role of women, in the world, the role of women in the world or in the society. What role do women actually play in the world when it comes to the society, when it comes to the family? Like we said, most women nowadays they are financially stable. Some of them, they are financially stable, they are educated, and they are climbing the ladder, the corporate ladder, the political ladder, the social ladder. They are climbing most of the ladders in the world. And so, as other women too. So in a family, we know they are there to take care of the home, they take care of the children, they make sure, the children are good, they make sure the children are okay, so many things, that a woman do in in the family, so we talk about this and we want to continue to talk about it. We want to know what women really do, what's their role, what they really do. Okay, because like we said the last time, many of them, they try to marginalize, the women, they try to suppress them, you know so we here, me as a man, I don't want to be somewhere where women are marginalized. I don't want to be somewhere where women, the potential of a woman is not recognized. Is seeing her that she can do the work, she can do a particular work, and then you want to suppress her. You want to look down on her only because she's a woman. And so we here, we I mean, that's actually my point. We here, we want to discuss it, to see how far or what all we can say about it and go about it, because women are people that we don't have to overlook. We don't have to overlook. Okay, they have their own role to play in the society. So, I thought to say that, so we all can be able to discuss it and move forward. But like I said, uh, 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 it is not good for a woman to be marginalized. It is not good for a woman to be suppressed. It is not good for a woman to be a victim of circumstance. You know, so there are a lot of things that affect women. So people should not just come over International Women Day, International Women Day. Okay, they shouldn't just come and talk about International Women Day, but in the International Women Day, they should discuss the issues that affect women.
Right.
And the theme of this year, I'm trying to find the theme this year, International Women's Day. Um, what did it say here? But you can continue while I try to get the other information if you do if you want to. But
I see.
basically, that's my thought on it. I don't want for people women to be marginalized. Women should continue to play their role in society. So people
Right.
should see them like that. They should not look down upon them because they they are different women. No.
Right. So first, I want us to thank you so much for that. I'm glad that I'm always happy when I see men are actually fighting for women to have the equal opportunity, because we as women, we might say we want to fight for our rights, but where are we going to get if we don't have that support system? So it's definitely, I know on this show we talk about women a lot, how women, especially modern women, we got it all, like thinking, we're not following how we're supposed to behave and things like that. But one thing I would say is, in order for all of the blocks, I want to call it like the blocks. Oh, Sis D is watching. Thank you so much. She said, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, so going back to the topic, I believe that a lot of women in general is hurting each other. We're not, if we're supposed to be fighting for this right, we all need to fight together. But I believe, in my opinion, that a lot of women are feeling like they are fighting against each other, especially when you look into the corporate world. It's like, I want to get the high, I want to be at the height, so I'm going to throw you under the bus to get where I need to be. And, it's a lot of politics that goes on. And I know we always focus on when we talk about International Women's Day, a lot of people just feel like, oh, women are independent. It's all about being independent and doing things on your own. But I want us to look at what the term really means. So it says, as an international woman, you have learned the tools you need to up level your relationships, and you have focused on how to build a healthy relationship. um, you know what you are responsible for, and you do not take no as an answer. Like basically, there's no stumbling blocks that's gonna make you say, you know what, I can't do it. So you have like a support system of other women. So when you're celebrating, I know it already passed. I missed that one, and everybody posts people Happy International Women's Day. And I feel like a lot of people just go with the flow, and they're not really understanding why this particular organization or you know term came about, so that way we can all support each other. It's not just one day where you post someone or you call them and tell them Happy International Women's Day. A lot of people ahead of us or before us have done a lot of work to get us where we're at. We're reaping what somebody else is. So now we have to sort a seed for our daughters above. And, I believe someone said that they've seen a lot of women on the internet and just, tearing each other apart. And, I myself have seen it. And sometimes I'm just like, wow. And this is coming from women that are older. And if men are seeing us do this, and society in general, it's saying, this is why we can't trust them to be somewhere. And I see it a lot in the workplace where women and women are fighting against each other and calling names and things like that. But if you are claiming to be a queen and you have a full queen next to you, you should be able to help each other to get up. So we have a battle that we need to fight within ourselves as women before I think society can really understand what our role is. And in my opinion, we will always be looked at as people who are supposed to do domestic work instead of, if we don't work on ourselves as women to support each other, not just saying it, but actually showing it and being there for each other and understand that if another woman fails, that means multiple generations have failed because we're built to nurture, to grow. We're supposed to multiply whatever is given to us. So if we're not doing that, I don't know where we think society is going to take us from. And I believe a lot of women do not understand their role. And that's what society gives or what they think we should have. How is that way?
So basically, I think this year what we were actually focusing on the crafter of this, International Day Women Program. They were to honor International Women Day. They wanted to encourage to celebrate women. They say we want us to celebrate women in our lives.
Right.
And they talk about whether they are your colleagues, whether they are your mentor, your friends or family member. That's somebody in your life. They wanted you to take that moment to celebrate them. And also to talk about and have conversation with them, initiate action that promote gender diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, so it is not just only limited to high class or women. You may say, right?
Yeah.
Oh, not just other women who are up there, to the ladder, but they seem you want to promote, gender diversity, equity, and inclusion. So, like you said earlier, right?
Mhm.
And I feel disappointed when
Mhm.
women who supposed to be protecting women, who should include other women in their cycle to help develop them, bring up them to say, oh, look, you young girl, we're bringing you out to make you grow with also you can be able to learn those values that we have to instill it in you, and you can develop yourself on it. So when they don't do it, so they don't want to include any people, they don't want to include their cycle. And
Right.
this while you're talking, you're talking about equity and inclusion. But then you take few group of people, that are in your cycle, and you say, well, they are our people, and you try to marginalize those who are not up to the ladder. Say those who are not, who don't have the hand, who are poor, quote unquote, you know. And so basically, you be doing nothing. So people, we need to continue to talk about this, wherein other women should not break down other women. You
Right.
you get on the social media, and this why sometimes I don't follow some of the shows. When I see, I just, it's for any reason it come to my timeline, and I saw it, you know, I will just pass by it because I listen to the intro, and it doesn't make sense to me. Another woman is there trying to bring down another woman. I mean, I just look at it and like, wow, why are they doing this thing? Because there should be inclusiveness. Bring the people. So if a woman had an issue and you want her to get out of that situation, you don't get on the social media and escalate it. You should be protected of your fellow women. Okay?
It's
But they don't do it. They go out there and bring the entire situation of that woman on the social media. And then they start to spray it. Take example. No one is perfect in the world. But if a woman, for any reason, she was in a romantic relationship with a gentleman, and her what you might call, and probably she had a new video, and then tomorrow that man take that new video, and then probably they're not together again, took a new video and put it into a social media, and then, or even he didn't do it, or his fiancé or somebody else took a phone and shared that new video. Women will be the ones sharing a new video around.
yeah.
You will see most of the men will not want to do it, right? I'm not saying it because I want to talk about men, but women are most of them, oh, they will be requesting for it. You go on the social media, they will be requesting for it.
Yeah.
And I told somebody I will not be part of any chat room where people you put a new video there.
It's
Okay?
crazy things that are going on. Like,
You see? So where is the inclusiveness? Where is the gender equity? Like people will participate and they say, oh yeah, we are here and we need to do this and we need to do that. You see, women play a pivotal role in a society because in fact, women are the one who give birth to us as men.
yeah.
And when they give birth to us, they are there to nurture us. They give us that the first food we eat as human being is from our mother's breast. No matter whoever you are, if you refuse it after 1 hour, like your business. But the first food that you eat is from your mother's breast. Because soon she's gave birth and you start to cry, the nurse will ask you, what's the start to father will tell you to drink water. So you can probably your breast milk can get food, you get a lot of breast milk in it, so you can feed the child with it.
Yeah. And the
So
point is,
go ahead,
you don't
go ahead.
wrap a drop of breast milk. That's what, like, when the baby first come out, you just need that first drop of breast milk, and they're fine. They stop crying. It's just
And that is it. And that's the reason why, the women are so pivotal in our society, in the family. Because if there's no woman in a home, I think there's a problem in a home.
yeah.
There'll be a problem in a home when a woman is not in a home. And then it take a man to raise our children in a home. Sometimes I feel, you know, why will only one person be taking care of child or children? You know, so it's always good if you and your wife had an issue and she says you want to go or you say you want to go, there's a reason why she want to say it. But just say that and talk about it. Just sit down and talk about it so that who can develop. It's vice versa though. It's vice versa. Sometimes women will have their own problems, sometimes men will have their own problem. But women they play pivotal role in our society and the family. We can't just let them go like that. We can't just sit on there and sit on our neck. Nowadays, women are not sitting at the back. Women need to come to the front and discuss issue and contribute to the society. How the society should go. How
Yeah.
the society should go.
It's funny you say that. There's a work colleague of mine. I don't know was happening. We were having a discussion today. I think we were taking like a break and we were talking about something. And then I remember him saying, yeah, the women these days do not like to take instruction. And, I was just listening to him. I don't think that women have a problem with taking instruction. I think a lot of men do not know how to lead. Uh, like they just believe that just because they're become a man and have a woman that they're leaders. And there's a saying that goes that leaders are born, right? Not
I think that topic we will discuss it. Is so we can argue that whether leaders are actually born.
right, but I say this to say that a lot of women. The reason I think a lot of women are fighting with each other is because there's not that community. We say we have the support system. Um, each other, you hear women saying, "I appreciate this point," but all the stuff that are happening when I sit and think about it, I'm like, there's not that community or support system to really nurture women these days. Everybody's just trying to figure it out on their own. And before, you could actually go to grandma and have a conversation. You could go to mom and have a conversation. You could go to auntie and she'll guide you properly. But these days, even auntie is still trying to figure it out. So, so it's just so sad that the world is going this way. But I honestly believe, in order for us to really get to where women wants to be, women have to look at themselves and try to figure it out and know that in order for people to actually start looking at you differently, you have to start seeing yourself differently. And you have to start treating yourself differently. And then that way, people who are looking from the outside know that, you know what, although we're doing this for women, they are still working together. But you see a lot of women do not work together. Women, when they see another woman, it's a threat. So if you're threatened by your own woman, by your own person that you say you guys are fighting against being equal together, how are you going to focus on the main goal? So I just think, and I wanted to read this because it said it really gives what women's role is. And I really like how it says, um, it said that the role of women in society today, women are known as the symbol of spirituality, strength, love, sacrifice, and courage. The role of women in today's world is changing significantly, which is true. I think once you're doing something, and it's of course it's not every woman, because some women just don't have a clue, you know. But there's a handful, or maybe like more than a handful of women that know exactly what a role is. They know when they're here is to change that. Like if this room was a hot mess, a woman know that when she entering that and somebody else follow along, it looks different. But now we're seeing certain women that are not doing that. They want to do something else because the whole mind is on the negativity. It's kind of like you saying that there are people, being prejudiced against you, right? Like most people always say, in America, people are racist, But to be quite honest, it's always the same group that's against each other that create that. So then what do you expect somebody else to do if you're not putting in the effort to understand that, okay, our role is to be a team and to make sure that when we're in the workforce, we talk for each other. Last night we talked about women being sexually harassed at the job. As much as this happened, they're not really for that. They'll come in, they know that they want that job, and they know how to get the attention of whoever to get it, and they do whatever it takes to get there. even if somebody else is qualified. So I don't know. I just feel like we have a long way to go if we as women do not work together with each other. I don't see it changing significantly than what it has been.
Yeah, it's true. You see, you were making a point, right? If women are not working together, contributing, their meager resources, their quota, their knowledge, their skill, to impact other women, I'm afraid that the impact they want to make, that issue of gender equity, inclusion, and all that kind of stuff will not work, and then they will still be down the ladder, and the male counterpart will continue to look down upon them. Because you see, you should be the lead. If you want, someone say, you say when someone is scratching you, there's a balance in Liberia also. They said when someone is scratching your back, you should scratch your front.
Yeah.
So that means if women we truly want this equity thing to to be seen and to be fully implemented, to be or fully recognized, the inclusiveness and the rest of it, I mean, they should take the bull by the horn. The women
Yeah.
should be the one to start the process. We know there are a lot of women in the world that are contributing immensely to peace, contributing immensely to peace. In the DRC Congo, other part of the world. Okay, their women are doing a lot of things in Syria, in Lebanon, in Nigeria, and other areas. Women are there doing lot of things in Rwanda. You know, people, because since the genocide in Rwanda, I think this year making a 30 year anniversary this year. See, the genocide in Rwanda were killed almost 800,000 person, 800,000 plus person.
Um,
Okay, now it is still with that, people are still finding it difficult to really, much the country is peaceful and moving strong, but children of the other people are trying to find it still difficult, to put people together. But it take a woman to go in the community and say, well, this thing has happened. Some of us were not born, some of us were kids when it's happened, you know and the international community have taken people who perpetrated that violence, that genocide, to the International Criminal Code or Criminal Code of Justice. And then someone are remanded in prison because of their roles they play in the genocide. Now, so women are there doing what they're able to do best. But when you talk about the issue of protect women rights in conflict, women rights have to be protected in conflict. Women rights should be protected in conflict. Okay? You will see, I saw a video one time, and like there was this lady, two ladies, they were fighting, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, both of them were fighting, and then the other woman sitting down there
Taking a video.
taking a video, and, I like, what? Why would you do that?
Sometimes
It still baffles me, this issue of the general equity, this issue of inclusiveness. If because this message should be preached to the younger generation.
exactly.
Because
That's what
they are the ones, like I told somebody last time, when you above the age of 18, 18 above, they will not call you girl. They will not call you a teenager. They will always say when you commit a crime, they will say if an 18-year-old woman.
happened. Yeah.
The police will not say an 18-year-old girl or boy. No,
Well, that's our society. Everybody is a
they
girl.
will yeah, they will always say an 18-year-old woman. So the people need to bring the young girls together, talk to them, and do whatever they can. And, talk to them.
You know, it's really, really sad because then when you think about it, you're like, if the younger generation are seeing what the older notice that people are doing it. I mean, what else are they there to look up to? They're just gonna stay comfortable in where they're at. If
Mm-hmm.
someone they're paying you this, okay, that's okay. Like I'm gonna give you guys an example. So I was about when I was doing the whole transfer from different hospital to another hospital. Someone had reached out to me from our recruiting, and because they have to transfer everything in the system, it's the same company. I'm just going to a different location,
Mm-hmm.
but because like what I was doing kind of changed a little bit. Now I'm in like a hospital, like an inpatient hospital. Before I was at a standalone kind of like outpatient or ambulatory. So like we stay up late, but it's not like overnight. Nobody sleeps there. So anyway, they had called me when I saw the offer that they had sent me. I was like, no, I'm not taking that. Are you kidding me? Why why would you drop why would you but if I didn't speak up for myself, I think it would have just stayed like that. And that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people don't talk about, like what their qualification, what they're worth when it comes to like their income and things like that. So I know who to call to like, make sure things got right. And then I called the senior director and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but you guys need to fix it. Either keep me at that same rate or I get an increase on something. Because if you look at what it is I'm going to be doing, and that's how come he looked at it, he's like, oh, he's like, no way, no way. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. But then they end up fixing that. But the problem is, this is what happened in corporate world. A lot of people do not speak up because they feel like, they're gonna lose their job. And it happens in our African community, especially whatever job they have, instead of them speaking up and saying, no, this is not what, based on what I'm doing, this is not what it is, or just checking to see in your area what it is you're supposed to be getting paid based on what you're doing. The cap that's set. And I say this because a lot of women, especially Black women, get killed. When I say get killed, I don't mean literally, but like they get cheated on what they're actually worth getting paid for. And is one of the reasons is because we don't advocate for ourselves. We just accept whatever. Another areas of women that I think really need to improve is like healthcare system for like women in general. If we're the one who bring life into the world, like it's really, really horrible how women get treated, especially during childbearing in the Western world. I would say America in general. Like it's a lot that go on that women just don't talk about. But having experienced it, I'm like, wow, like I'll never ever want to experience this anymore. So, I know most people just focus on like the compensation and having equal rights and things like that, but there are services that women are not getting that they should actually be getting, or if they're getting it, they're not getting the quality of it. It's like the bare minimum, and not all women are actually being marginalized in society. We have to be realistic about that.
No, that is true. That there's not all women are being marginalized in society.
Yeah.
It is true, but majority of them. Let's look at it from the group from the global perspective. Majority of them have been marginalized. But some of the people who also marginalizing women too are also women.
Yeah.
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 So they should be the one to say, look, people cannot be wanting us to do this thing and then we suppressing our friend. You see the female, she will be in the organization, and then her colleagues who are also female, and she want to also step down on them, marginalize them, look down at them, and feel that they are nothing to her, and she feel that she's on a pedestal, and nobody can do anything to her. She is a lion or a lioness in the jungle, and nobody can do anything to her. And she and when the other people see her, they like, wow, she's coming again. And like, someone are so boisterous, someone are so vindictive, someone are so domineering, some of the women, like, we're gonna face the fact on the issue. But if you want these things of inclusiveness and equity to go on a global stage, some people need to drop that ego, and people want to promote some of these things there, not just from the lips, but from the heart.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. Um, well, what are some of those roles that you think women in family is not like um being, that is not being supported by their husband, partner, boyfriend?
Come again?
I said, what are some of those roles, any roles I think women in the family that women should assume and they're not really, women are kind of like not paying attention to that. Maybe some people don't even know their role, like what key role they play in the family.
You actually coming in broken, and I'm struggling to hear you. I don't
Uh,
know what's actually going on tonight. You actually coming in broken. I'm really struggling to hear you.
uh, how about now?
You speak. Let me hear.
Hello? You can't hear me? I think it's
Why?
from your end though, because I get a little lag and
I'm hearing you, but it's just coming in broken. That's the reason I'm hearing you.
okay. I don't know what well, I mean, the show's about to end. We have about
Yeah, we got 15 minutes to go, so let me managing it. So
15 minutes. Let's do that. You cannot manage that. So our audience is very low tonight. What's going on? Something is usually really good. Um, I don't see any. Yeah, but I don't see. But you can hear me, right?
yeah, I'm hearing you, but sometimes you come in broken. That's the reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I guess my question was, I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of people don't really know their role. They just know the role that society has thrown on them, especially when it comes to family. Like, they feel like their role is to clean, cook, and you know. But I believe that women have bigger roles. They women are the financial protector of the family. Like I think a woman think beyond her needs. The man might make the money, but I think the family should know how to use the resources, you know, and get more out of what it is being provided. So that's why I was saying in the family where we women go out to church. Wonderful. I think the Bible described a woman in the Bible. We should really be the first person up and the last person if we're trying to be all beautiful. So what would you say though?
Well, like I said, I'm struggling to really understand you because it keep breaking up. I'm really struggling to understand. I don't know if it's from me or from you, but I have my connection here is perfect. I don't know. But I think I don't know what's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think that's what was happening too yesterday. That's why I didn't use the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with support. Uh, I don't know if it's coming from there, but I guess we can just try to close the show.
Yeah, I
Um,
think we need to because it's breaking up. We need to do something here.
all right,
Uh,
guys. We said, um, if you cannot hear me, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to check with StreamYard and try to see what they can fix with this thing. But it was a very, I don't want to say easy show, not too much. But like I said, I'm gonna be coming live on Tuesday. I'm gonna try to come up with a topic. I'm still trying to figure out what time I want to be doing that. Um, Probably do it right after I drop the kids to school and then I come home and try to relax a little bit. Do it early, be done with it so I can rest for the next day of work. But yeah, as we said, women are the key factor in making sure that things that we're requesting for from society to happen. Women has to learn to support each other. I think that's one of women's role is to make sure we build. We're builders. I don't care what anybody say. Women are builders. We multiply whatever it is that we have. That is your role in society. Your role in society is to make things run smoothly, not hard, in my opinion. And your role in society is to make sure there's peace. I don't think a lot of women these days are creating peace for either their family or society in general. That you always see women are fighting. If you go to the job site, I cannot tell you how many women will not get along to get their job done. And they're not even little. These are grown women. Like sometimes you just sit and be like, wow, my 2 year old or 3 year old behaves way better than some of these 45 years and up people. So, in my opinion, if we understand how to support each other and we understand our role as to being, the nurturer, the supporter, the cornerstone of wherever women are, I believe we are the cornerstone of any successful activities or whatever it is they're involved if we cannot support each other and pray for each other and forgive each other and learn how to speak to each other, then I think we have a very, very, very long battle that, yeah, I don't see it ending anytime soon. And that's where
it's true. I mean, in conclusion of me, it's true. They say that people should initiate a conversation with people, with somebody, that it may be your family, it be your mentor, is your colleague at work, or somebody that you admire. You need to initiate you see, if you don't initiate a conversation with somebody, you will not know the person, what the person actually is going through. There are a lot of people, they sometimes they need help, but people, well, many the women, someone, they don't want to come out to say certain things to certain person, and then they feel that when they say it, people will look down upon them. People will see, sometimes people go through a lot of things. So you initiate a conversation, bring it in a way that people will be able to understand it, and then they will be able to confide in you and discuss some issues with you.
right.
Yeah, but on that note, I know we have two of them running the show for almost last week or so,
Yeah.
and something. So let's just. I mean,
I think I'm gonna post a discussion in a group. We can have a discussion and maybe I can schedule a call where we all talk about it because I think we just created a group and to be fair, there was no conversation or anything had. And so it was just like assumed. So just want to make sure everybody's okay. Of course, I definitely enjoy everyone on the show, but I definitely want some type of consistency. And if it's too much for people, I mean, it will volunteer, and I just want people to just. It's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. I just want people to be honest and just, and if not, if you anytime they want to jump back on, they can come on. But I want to have some type of consistency. Um,
Sure.
yeah, that's why it took me a little while for me to really create that flyer with everybody pictures on it because I wanted to see how things were going first. But we'll see. But thank you so much. Thank you to all of them. But in the meantime, I hope all is well with them. I just want people to communicate. And if things are not okay, I pray that all get better from their end. And hopefully, because our audience get used to seeing certain people. And people in general have a mindset. If they don't see certain people, they think something happened. It's the media world. I know how this thing goes. People be like, "Oh, what happened? They had an argument or something." These people don't
I
come on
know.
anymore. So, but that's not the case. Um, we're all busy, and I definitely understand that. Sometimes I'm like, I can't be, but I want to be here because I started this, and I'm going to see where it's going. So, but I appreciate each and every one for watching. I appreciate you for always. I know sometimes it's hard to come on here, but I definitely appreciate it. Hopefully, this show can grow now that I have time. We can more content and put
Okay.
effort into it. I think that's the problem creating content, being active on here during the weekdays. That's what's killing everything. And now I'm able to put a little time after time off. So at least the kids would be at school. I have the entire day to work on certain content and be put and keep posting online. That's the whole goal. So uh, me teaching next day. So with that being said, thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you again, and hopefully you guys will see me on Tuesday. I'm gonna figure out a schedule for.
Okay then.
Thank you so much. You have a great week ahead
You
of
too.
you. All right, bye. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you guys, and happy International Women's Month. Make sure to support each other, love each other, call your sister, or your mama, or your mentor, call her. Appreciate it. I'll appreciate it. Until next time, you have a great one. Bye.